Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we'll prepare store ledger account under FIFO method. Let's start the problem number 2. From the following particulars of material X, prepare store ledger account under FIFO method. Certain information they have given related to purchase and issues of raw material, and we have to prepare store ledger account under FIFO method, that is first in first out. Under this method, the materials which are purchased first will be issued first to the production. Let's start the solution. Heading store ledger, and the columns are date, receipts, in that GR number, quantity, rate, amount, issues, SR number, quantity, rate, amount, and the last column is balance, in that quantity, rate, amount. See the first transaction, April 1st. There is a balance of 400 units at rupees 1 per unit. This balance will take in balance column, April 1st, write in balance, quantity 400 units, rate per unit is rupee 1, and the amount will be 400 rupees. And close this. Next entry is on April 2nd. Issued 100 units. Issued, we'll write in issues, April 2nd. Receipts nil. In issues column, SR number nil. So how many units are issued? 100 units. See the balance. We have 400 units at rupees 1 per unit. In issues column, right? We have to issue 100. Write here 100 units. So rate, see the balance, in balance. The rate is rupee 1. In issues, write rate rupee 1, and amount will be 100 rupees. It's from this 400 minus the number of units issued, that is 100, and the remaining balance you have to write in balance column, quantity 300 units, and the rate will be the same, rupee 1, and the amount is 300. April 4th, purchased 1600 units at rupees 1.10 per unit. Purchased, purchase of good will write in receipts column, April 4th, GR number nil. So how many units are purchased? 1600, right here in quantity. And the rate per unit is 1.10. Multiply this, 1600 into 1.10, and the amount is 1760. Issues nil. I will write the balance. First write the previous stock, that is 300 units at rupee 1, and the amount is 300. Now add the recent purchase, that is 1600 units. Rate per unit is 1.10, and the amount is 1760. So just in purchase ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, that you have to write here in balance. Next is on April 6th. Issued 600 units. See the solution. Receipts nil. Before issuing the goods, see the balance. We have 300 units stock and 1600 stock. On 6th April, we have to issue 600 units. So directly we can't issue 600 units because in balance we have two different kinds of stock. One is 300 and another is 1600. First we'll take this 300 units because we are preparing store ledger account under FIFO method, and this FIFO method states that the material which are purchased first will be issued first. So in this both talk, which one is the first one? 300. So this 300 units, 300 stock we have to issue first. Then if this is not enough, then we have to go for the next one. So on 6th April, we have to issue 600 units. So first we'll issue this 300 and remaining 300 we'll take from next stock. Write in issues, write the quantity 300. Rate of first 300 stock is rupee 1. So write here in rate rupee 1 and the amount will be 300. Remaining 300 will take from next stock, that is from this 1600 will take 300, right here 300, and the rate per unit is 1.10. Yes, for this 1600 the rate per unit is 1.10, so we'll take that rate here 1.10. Multiply this 300 into 1.10, you will get 330. So total we have issued 600 units on 6th April. Got this? Next we have to write the balance. This 300 we have fully issued. Next from the 1600 we have issued 300 units. So how many units are left? 1300. From this 1600 minus 300, the remaining stock is 1300 units. The rate is saying 1.10 and the amount is 1430. Next is on April 10. Return to store 40 units issued on 2nd April. Return to store means from production area, the goods are returned to the godown, that is store. To store will take in receipts column because whatever the goods we have issued on 2nd April to the production department on April 10 due to some reason, maybe the goods are in excess amount. So the remaining goods they have returned to the store. So return to store will write in receipts column. Okay, return to store. Remember this, return to store will take in receipt because the goods are returned to the go down store from the production department. How many units they have written? 40 units which were issued on 2nd April. See the 2nd April entry in the solution. So on 2nd April, how many units we have issued? 100. Okay, got all of you? 100 units we have issued. Out of that 100, now on 10th April, 40 units are returned to store. So that we have written here 40 units. Now we have to write the rate. No, so for that, what we have to do? This is the 2nd April rate. We have issued 100 units and the rate per unit is rupee 1. So we'll take this rate here in receipts. Write here rupee 1. Issues column nil. Now write the balance. First we'll take this returned goods. First we'll write this return stock, that is 40 units. Rate per unit is 1 and the total amount is 40. Next we'll write the previous stock, that is 1300. Write this one here. 1300 at rupees 1.10 and 1430. Got this entry? Next entry is on April 11th. Purchased 600 units at rupees 1.20 per unit. Purchases will write in receipt April 11th. GR number nil. How many units are purchased? 600 and rate per unit is 1.20. 600 into 1.20 and the amount is 720. Issues nil. Write the balance. First we'll write the previous stock, that is 40 units at rupees 1 and the amount is 40. So previous in stock ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು as it is ಮೊದಲು ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. That's it. Next is 1600 at rupees 1.10 and the amount is 1430. Now add the recent purchase, that is 600 units at rupees 1.20 and the amount is 720. This one we have to write here. April 14th, issued 640 units. See the solution. April 14th, receipts column nil. So total how many units we have to issue? 640. Before issuing the goods, see the balance. What we have? See this balance. We have 40 units, next 1300 and 600. Three different types of stocks we have. Three different rates, three different types of stock. So total how many units we have to issue? 640. So what we'll do? First we'll issue this 40 and remaining 600 will take from this 1300 units. So first we'll take 40 units. So this 40 units, rate per unit is rupee 1. So write here rupee 1 and the amount is 40. Remaining 600 will take from this one, that is 1300 back. Write here 600. So the rate per unit of this stock is 1.10. So this rate will take here 1.10, 600 into 1.10 and the amount is 660. So total 640 units we have issued here. Now we'll write the balance. This 40 units, it is fully issued. And from this 1300 units, how many units we have issued? 600. Okay. From this 1300, just now we have issued 600 units. So how many units are left? 700 units. From this 1300 minus 600, the remaining balance is 700. And for this 1300 back, the rate per unit is 1.10. We'll take that and the amount is 770. And this 600 stock as it is because we have not issued anything from this stock. So we'll write as it is 600 at rupees 1.20 and the amount is 720. Next is on April 16. See the problem. Purchased 200 units at rupees 1.20. In solution, write April 16. Purchased. So we'll take in receipts. How many units are purchased? 200. Quantity 200. Rate per unit is 1.20. 200 into 1.20. Total amount is 240. Issues column nil. First we'll write the previous balance. That is 700 at rupees 1.10, 770, 600 into 1.20, 720. Now add the recent purchase, this one. That is 200 units, rate per unit 1.20 and the amount is 240. And this entry is completed. The recent purchases we have to take last. Next is on April 20, issued 240 units. Write in solution April 20th, receipts column nil. So total how many units we have to issue? 240. See the balance? Balance of April 16th. We have three different stock. That is 700 units, 600 units and 200. So total how many units we have to issue? 240. So 240 we will take from which stock? This first one. From the 700 you will issue 240. Okay, from the first purchase, not the receipt, because we are preparing store ledger account under FIFO method. That is first in, first out. So in these three stocks, which one is the first stock? 700. From this 700 we'll issue 240 units. So write here quantity 240. So this 700 stock rate per unit is 1.10. We'll take here that rate 1.10. Multiply this 240 into 1.10 and the amount is 264. We'll write the balance. From this 700, we have issued 240, correct? From this first purchase, from the 700, we have issued 240. So how many units are left? 460 units. And the weight is same, 1.10. 460 into 1.10, and the amount is 506. Remaining two stock as it is, that is 600, rate per unit 1.20, and 720, 200 at rupees 1.20 and 240. Next transaction is on April 22nd. That is return to vendor 80 units purchased on 16th April. See in the solution 16th April. So on 16th April, how many units are purchased? 200 units at rupees 1.20. Maybe the quality of the goods is not good. Due to some reason, return to vendor entry will take in issues because the goods goes out of the store. So we'll record in issues right here April 22nd. If the goods are returned to store, then we have to take in receipts. Return to store, we have to take in receipts. Return to vendor or return to seller, that we have to record in issues because the goods goes out of the store. So right here on April 22nd. So how many units are returned? 80 units. So for we have to take the rate. So which rate you will take? The goods are returned to vendor which are purchased on 16th April. See the 16th April. On 16th April we have purchased 200 units. On 16th April again ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು, that is 200 units at rupees 1.20. ಯಾವ ರೇಟಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅದೇ ರೇಟಿಗೆ ನೀವು ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So we'll write that rate, that is 1.20, 80 into 1.20, and the amount is 96. So this 80 you have to minus, correct? On 16th April we have purchased 200 units, and from this 200 only we have returned 80 units. That is the recent purchase. That is the recent purchase. So remaining two stocks we will write as it is, that is 460 at the rate 1.10, and the amount is 506, 600, 1.20, 720, and from this 200 we have written 80 units. So from this 200 minus 80, the remaining balance is 120 units, and the rate per unit is 1.20, 120 into 1.20, and the amount is 144. Got this calculation? Last entry is on April 25th. Purchased 400 units at rupees 1 per unit. On April 25th, number of units purchased is 400. Rate per unit is 1 and the amount is 400. Issues column nil. Write the balance. First we'll write the previous stock as it is 400, 1.10, 506. ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಮೊದಲು ಬರೀರಿ. That is 600, 1.20, 720, 120, 1.20, and the amount is 144. Now add the recent purchase. That is 400 units at rupee 1 and the amount is 400. I hope you got this solution. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, friends.